70000, or you can go to gogaddis.com. That's GOGADDIS.com. One more time, GOGADDIS.com. Got an email from a listener. It says, I've attached the 10 best kept secrets for selling your property from Lee in Gainesville. Oh, excuse me. Lee lives in Gainesville, Georgia, and he sent a link to an article by Ron Schiappa, Schiappa, who is a real estate agent in Jacksonville, Florida. And I apologize. I think as we took the break, I said that the agent's name was Lee in Gainesville, and it's not. It's Ron Schiappa, an agent in Jacksonville, Florida. And anyway, let's review his best kept secrets. I'm going to read the first one to you. It sounds to me to be kind of wimpy if you ask me. Says, number one, pricing it right. Says, find out what your home is worth, then shave 10 to 15% off that price. You'll be stampeded with buyers with multiple bids, even in the worst markets, and they'll bid up the price over what it's worth. It takes real courage, and most sellers just don't want to risk it, but it's a single best strategy to sell a home in today's market. Now, I hope Ron, the agent in Jacksonville, is not listening to this show, because to me, that's a very weak way for a pricing strategy. And it sounds to me like he's trying to let the market do the work for him. And you need to make sure you have a good, solid marketing program. Now, I'm not saying if you have a value range of, for example, $20,000, it might be worth $190 or it might be worth $210. I'm not saying it's not a bad strategy to price the home at $200,000. But what I am saying is if you think it's worth $200,000, you better not be taking $20,000 or $30,000 off the price when you get started, because ultimately you might wish you hadn't done that. So I give that. Do you have a buzzer sound? I give that one a buzzer sound for pricing it right. Drop it 10 to 15%. His second best kept. Oh, that's the
Law and Order.
Yeah, Law and Order. I like that. That's a good show. The next tip he has, or the best kept secret, is the first impression is the only impression. No matter how good the interior of your home looks, buyers have already judged your home before they walk through the door. You never have a second chance to make a first impression. That is absolutely positively right. That thing better shine like a new diamond ring from the street. If you've just joined us, you're listening to the Call Cleve Atlanta Real Estate Show on Talk Radio 640 WGST. We are reviewing the 10 best kept secrets to selling your home from an agent, Ron Schiappa, Schiappa, in Jacksonville, Florida. These best kept secrets were sent to us by a listener named Lee in Gainesville, Georgia, who wanted my opinion on these best kept secrets. Number 3, light it up. Take down the drapes, clean the windows, change the lampshades, increase the wattage of your light bulbs, and cut the bushes outside to let in sunshine. And that is A-OK, absolutely right. You definitely need to do that. Number 4, play the agent field. Make sure you have a broker who is totally informed. They must constantly monitor the multiple listing service, know what properties are going on the market, and know the comps in your neighborhood. Find a broker who embraces technology. A tech-savvy one has many tools to get your house sold. I would say, yes, that is correct. But I want to add, you need to hire somebody with some guts. You need to hire somebody that's willing to do the right things to help you push the value of your value of your home as high as the market will allow. Best kept secret number 5, conceal the critters, and he doesn't mean the mice or the squirrels in the attic. He's saying you might think a cuddly dog would warm the hearts of potential buyers, but you'd be wrong. And sometimes, by the way, you would be right, but nonetheless, you need to make sure that any pets you have do not cause a distraction. Went into a home one time, and they had a big bunch of aquariums in a bedroom, and each one of those aquariums had a snake in it. And that was not fun for me or my client. Also went in the basement of a home in Johns Creek one time before, and I swear they had a small shark in a swimming pool in their basement. It'd be anything I've ever seen. And the issue is when you have something like that that's distracting, the buyer doesn't pay any attention to the house. All they do is pay attention to the issue at hand. Number 6, don't over-upgrade. You probably won't get your money back if you do a huge improvement before you put your home on the market. Instead, do updates that will pay off and get top dollar. I agree with that. How do you know what those items are? Call 770-497-0000 or go to gogaddis.com, GOGADDIS, and I would, or a member of my team would be happy to come out and help you work through a plan to make the best decisions to maximize value when selling your home. Number 7, take the home out of your house. One of the most important things to do when selling your house is to depersonalize it. The more personal stuff in your house, the less potential buyers can imagine themselves living there. And look at it this way. I agree with what he's saying, but I don't absolutely agree with it 100%. Because sometimes you have some family pictures, but because of where they are, they tell a story about how that area is used because of the way they're laid out on the wall or something like that. And I don't mean 500 photo frames going up the stairs in your family room, Mom, which, by the way, are beautiful, but they don't help you sell your house. But so you just need to make sure that you don't have something on the walls or anything anywhere else that actually is an emotional distraction for the buyer, because once they stop and start to focus on your stuff instead of focusing on the home, you start to lose the battle. Number 8, the kitchen comes first. You're not actually selling your home, you're selling your kitchen, and boy, that sure is true. Number 9, half-empty closets. Take half your stuff out of your closets and then neatly organize what's left. That is absolutely true. You want people to be able to see half the floor and half of all the walls behind each one of your shelves. And number 10, always be ready to show. Your house needs to be show ready at all times. You never know when your buyer's going to walk through the door, and that is absolutely true as well.
This is Call Cleve Atlanta Real Estate Show on Talk Radio 640 WGST.